the offense and defenses they're feeding off of each other. And this is how it's supposed to be. They're playing as a team. They're playing as a unit. And you can tell even by, the player reaction on the sideline, they're happy, they're smiling, this is the ball game.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a Tiger ball game right now because they got a pretty nice lead right now.
Absolutely. So the Tigers are going to come out and kick it with 11:47 to go, leading 28-14. And this is a great spot for the Tigers up. And here comes a kick by Garcia. It looks like it's going to be another pooch kick. He's getting the signal from the ref. Here comes Garcia. He's giving the signal. The kick is up. It's another pooch kick, and it's going to be a fair catch. There's a penalty flag on the play, but Coach really running, after the fair catch signal, I really didn't see one.
I didn't either. He's got to give a more definitive fair catch than what he did. He's got to get that arm up in the air and wave it back and forth. They're marking a penalty off against the Tigers of Northeast Jones. I did not see a good fair catch call. Plus, the runner actually took the ball and tried to run after he caught the ball. So, high school football, these kids are taught to play to the whistle, and, there was contact made, so I guess that's why they threw it.
Okay, so as the Cougar offense gets set, quarterbacks face the snap, face the hard count. Quarterback looking to the sideline, changes the play. Gets the snap, tosses out right to his running back loose. Two defenders, but it's going to be taken down after about a 2-yard pickup.
It looks like Jawad Jones on the tackle there, gets in the backfield and meets him at the line. And Kinsley, Jawad's had about 10 or 12 tackles, has been a big difference tonight in the game, and I'm going to name him our player of the game.
Hey, I couldn't agree more. Jawad, he came back a couple of weeks, but tonight he really had a full week of practice. He has really balled out tonight. He's been all over the field for this Tiger defense. So, yeah, I totally agree with that call. Quarterback's going to hand it off to his running back. And again,
and guess it, Jawad Jones on the tackle again. Coach, our player of the game tonight, just making a big difference for the Tigers on defense. Back-to-back tackles for the senior.
Yeah, he's playing that cutback from number 7. No room up the middle. He tries to cut it back, and Jawan's just sitting there waiting on the play.
Wow, I can't say enough about Jawad tonight.
What about the play of Jawad Jones, Ethan Moss, and the Tiger defense tonight?
Now, this is the way the Tiger defense is supposed to be played right here. And the quarterback is going to go deep. And wow, great interception by Jay Jones. Wow.
Jones picks the ball off at the 25-yard line, so the Tigers are going to take over with 10:24 left in the game here in the Lori's Furniture fourth quarter.
Wow. How about them Joneses, John?
How about them Jones? They everywhere tonight.
All over the place.
We got them up here in the stands beside us. They on the field showing out tonight, man. I tell you what, it's a good night for the Tigers on offense and defense, Coach.
Oh, it's been a great night. That's what they needed. They needed a turnover. It's a 2-possession game. They needed a turnover. Now they need to grind it out, let the clock be their friend.
All right, so Tigers are marching, going to start it from the first, for the 25, 1st and 10.
All right, so Mason Smith gets the snap, pump fakes, goes deep, tries to hit 5.5 McGee, but just overthrows him a couple of yards. A beautiful pass by Mason Smith. He takes a pretty vicious blow as he lets that ball go.
Really, Mason Smith just has done an excellent job tonight with a couple of touchdown tosses. And just an incredible runner tonight, too. And so you almost want to have, him join us on the show. So we got to have an MVP. We'll have to sit down and talk hard with Coach about our MVP.
Yeah, I agree, John. He's a great player, phenomenal player. Just all over the place for the Tigers. Mason Smith goes with the hard count, and it actually draws the
offsides on the Cougars. So that's going to give the Tigers a little bit of yards there, Coach.
Yeah, it brings up a 2nd and 5. Like I said, they got 2 downs to get a first down and keep that clock running.
That's exactly right. So, Kinsley, them Tigers, man, they showing out.
Yeah, They are on a roll tonight. They're going to line up same formation. Nathan Smith is going to take it himself around the right side, turning burning along the sideline. But his route is going to run out of bounds about the 48-yard line. Man, that boy's got some jets.
And as my buddy would used to say, move to change.
Time to move them old chains about midfield. He takes after his daddy. You know, Ken Smith was the fastest guy to ever come through Northeast Jones besides PT and Jermaine.
Yeah, them Joneses, you know.
Them Joneses, got to be a Jones somewhere up in here.
All right, so they're going to go with two receivers, 5'5" McGee and Jay Jones. At the top, Morris is going to take the handoff up the middle. He's going to split the defender. Almost broke it for the touchdown, but it's going to be stopped at about the 44-yard line.
Yeah, they brought the middle linebacker that time, and he got picked up. Good blocking by the offensive line. Left the seam, and he was one tackle away from breaking it.
That's what they call a shoestring tackle, Coach. And, you know, in a game that looked like it was going to be a slobber knocker in the first quarter, the Tigers are breaking away with it here at midfield. They got it 2nd and 3 with time winding down.
You're right, and they're going to keep the same formation. Hand off to Morris again. Going to cut around the left side, finds open field. He's going to cut it up the field again, pick up about 15 yards on that play. He's going to be taken down at about the 29-yard line.
The Tigers, Morris does a great job of getting down and up and around and through the Cougar defense to get down to the 29-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10, Tigers from the 29. 9:16 left to go in the Lori's Furniture 4th quarter.
Yeah, and, you know, Morris knows it's his final game at the Tigers. He's trying to go out on a good note. They're going to send a man out of field. And Sam White, who's running back to the sideline, and they're going to send in Hayden Smith to the offensive line. They have Jay Jones and 5'5" McGee in at receiver. Morris lined up to the right of Smith. Smith with the snap, fakes the pass, going to keep it himself, take it around the left side, going to keep it himself, turning on the jets, running over a defender, taken out at the 12-yard line.
That youngin can fly, Coach. Just bulldozing over a defender and getting down inside the 20-yard line in the red zone.
Yeah, he's very elusive. He's got a little bit more speed than people give him credit for, and when he turns the corner, he's a beeline to the end zone.
So he's got it 1st and 10 from the 12. The Tigers are on the verge of scoring again with 8:52 left in the Lori's Furniture 4th quarter.
So Tony Barnes in for Zayla Morris. Smith's going to hand it off to Tony Barnes, going to power his way up the middle, moving the pile for about 5 yards. Man, those running backs are playing relentless right now.
It's kind of like they're playing a game of rugby, just getting behind it and just running. The linemen are pushing, and that's what you like to see if you're a Tiger fan. Not so much if you're a Cougar fan, but Barnes picks up a couple. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 10-yard line of the Cougars.
They're going to line up again. Barnes going to remain in. Jay Jones and McGee at receiver. Mason with the snap. Hands off to Barnes. Going to keep it himself. Get to the blocker in front of him. He's going to take it in. Looks like it's going to be 5 yards for a touchdown.
Let's see what the referees say. And it's going to be short, they say.
Oh, sure, that was in.
My goodness, Coach. What did you see there? I mean, it looked like that he dived over the goal line, but the referees didn't see it that way.
No, I think they said he stepped out about the 1 foot-yard line, but he made a good run. There was nothing inside. It looked like kind of a busted play. Took it to the outside.
Here come the Tigers. Smith keeps it, and he runs it in there for a score. So the Tigers score with 7:26 left to go in the game. That puts them up 34-14, Kinsley, in the Lori Smith 4th quarter.
You know, John, I just don't know why we had to wait this long to see this type of offensive performance. I mean, I knew they had it the whole time, but just don't know what took so long for them, put it together. But, I mean, just think, what the season could have looked like if, they would have been playing like this the whole season.
All right, so here comes the snap. It's up, it's down, it's away, it's up, it's good. So 35-14, the Tigers lead 35-14 with 7:26 left to go in the game. And Coach, as a coach, you know, this is where you want to be late in the game. The last game of the season, like we talked about, a big moral victory going in to next season and the off season.
Oh, yeah, they've come out second half, and it's like they're not going to be denied. After the interception on the last drive, Northeast takes the ball, and they just went straight down the field. They want it. They have not quit. The Tiger Band from Tigerland is keeping everybody warm in the bleachers. A lot of shaking, a lot of dancing, everybody staying warm.
That's it, the Tiger Band from Tigerland. How about that?
I like that red little ring to it.
It does. You got Lori Jones down here, our old friend, dancing a jig down here, so she's having a good time. And everybody up here in the stands is. She's freezing to death, so that dancing's keeping her warm.
Yeah, this is like a night closing blanket she has covering her right there.
I wonder if she'll let us borrow that blanket. Well, let me borrow that blanket, not us.
No, let you borrow. I need it.
No, I'll take it.
The Garcia kicks it off. A nice deep kick. Cougars are going to let it roll into the end zone.
So a good deep kick by Garcia. The Cougars are going to take over from their 20-yard line and try to score here, Coach. You know, it's down 21 points. If you're the Cougar coach, what do you do at this point?
Well, they've got to try to throw the ball. I don't think that's their forte. They have not been very successful throwing the ball, very good tonight to do any damage. They've completed a few passes, but they haven't done anything real good at throwing the ball. The Tiger defense needs to be 3 and out, get the ball back, run the clock out.
And John, the Tigers are so happy the mascot is dancing with the fan. You gotta love it. The Cougars take the snap, goes over the middle, finds a receiver, was taken down by Taquan Jasper at about the 30-yard line.
So that's going to be good enough. Looks like for a first down, a nice pass and catch from the Cougar quarterback to the wide receiver. You know, we're not professionals, so we don't care about the Cougars. We care about the Tigers.
That's it. There you go. So they're going to go with the hard count and draw the Tiger defensive line offsides.
7:08 left to go in the game here in the Lori's Furniture fourth quarter. The Tigers leading it 35-14. And in the game, they really needed to win. And so Coach Braddock is excited down there, and he has every right to be.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't imagine the feeling he has right now, knowing, you know, they're going to end the season, you know, with a win on the board. So, I mean, it's got to be a good feeling for him. So the Cougars send the receiver in motion. Quarterback looking deep. Finds a receiver, but he just overthrows him, and Taquan Jasper was set to lay the wood to that receiver. So, you know.
He is ready to do it, son. So I'm going to say this. You know, our player of the game is going to be Jawad Jones, and our most valuable player of the season, Mason Smith.
Yeah, John, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, Mason Smith, great job. And, I mean, Jawad's been just all over the field tonight. I mean, just two awesome players on the Tiger team. You know, Mason, I mean, you know, MVP. I mean, the guys, you know, he really, you know, plays both sides of the ball. I mean, quarterback, you know, receiver, defensive back. I mean, wow. Just, you know, a kid that does everything that's asked of him and, you know, does it with pride. The Cougars are going to take it up the middle for a few yards.
They're going to be short, so it's going to be 4th and a long one from the Tiger, from the Cougar. Looks like 39-yard line, Kinsley.
Right, so the teams are going to go to the sideline and kind of, you know, get things together and, you know, give the team a little breather. And, you know, I just love seeing the, you know, the motivation on Coach Braddock's face. I mean, you know, knowing you're getting the win tonight, and I mean the way the emotion, you know, in his face tonight, it's just a look that, you know, we really haven't really quite seen that look, you know, this season. But I mean, you know, just the smile, the motivation.